Hello everyone, this is KinCony Home Automation Training Lesson 6, how to run with your digital input. So because many KinCony controllers have the digital input port, you can use for dry contact sensor, such as some binary sensor, and wall switch, and smoke sensor, and door sensor, and window sensor. Many dry contact sensor can connect with the digital input. So in this video, I will show you the digital input port in details and how to connect it with your WAN. Okay, let's look at the principle of the digital input, DI, that's called digital input port. And you can see that can use by dry contact signal or used by DC, 12 volt or 24 volt. And this not need input the voltage. And this you can input a voltage. So this have two types. One, you can see used by dry contact. That means when this digital input is open, that means the logical false or off. And if you digital input have short with the ground, that means the logical is true or on. And if you want use some sensor, maybe output a voltage according to your power supply of the KinCony controller. If the controller is 12 volt power supply, so the digital input, you can input 12 volt, but the logical is false, just off. And if you have input 0 volt, maybe you can connect with the ground, that means the logical is true, that means on. And if your board, the power supply is 24 volt, so you can also input the 24 volt to digital input, but that also means the logical is false. So this section A and this section B used by two different cases. And you can see this is a KinCony controller that have digital input 1, 2, 3 until 12, and this is ground. So this is ground, and this is digital input. And this is AIO hybrid. Later I will show you how to connect with the WAN. And this you can see that is digital input and ground. Just this sensor used by a WAN, you can see the max distance we have detected that support 1000 meters is no problem. Later I will show you how to test it. Okay, this is how to WAN with the digital input. It's very easy, just used by dry contact signal or used by voltage. Okay, let's look at how to test it. Okay, let's look at this is KinCony AIO hybrid. And this is digital input, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 until 12. I have connected with the WAN. This is the WAN. Connect with digital input 1. So let's test it. You can see the first, you can see the dry contact with the open and closed state. And the second is just input voltage. So let's open the web page of downloaded KCS firmware and look at the digital input. This is digital input 1. Okay, so you can see this is my digital input. The first section, first case, that is open, just open, have not connected with the ground. So this the digital input is off, just the false. Now you can see I can short with the ground, and this one you can see the ground, just this terminal is ground. So I short with this ground, and you can see this have turned green. So that means the digital input is true. You can also call it on. So this is off, and this is on, you can see, off, on, off, on. So this is dry contact signal, just whether short with ground or disconnect with the ground. And also you can see if I short with this 12 volt or 24 volt, I have connected with 12 volt power supply, just this 12 volt power supply for this AI hybrid. So you can see I short for this 12 volt, you can see, short for this for digital input 1. So that means the false. The digital input is false. You can see the short for the 12 volt or 24 volt, that is false. But short with this ground, just this ground, so that is on. So you can see this is on. Okay, now let's test this distance. Just this cable, the max work distance. So you can see I have connected with digital input 12, and with the C85 network cable, you can see this cable used by C85, and this cable have 300 meter. So I have tested. So this have 8 cable inside. Now I have connect by this way. You can see by this way, just because total have 8 one, but the 4 one I have short. You can see short. So every one directions that is 300 meter, because this cable is new, is 300 meter. So this cable I have go this directions and back, and go this direction and back. So this one is 300 twice, so 600, and go to this directions and back to this directions, that also is 600. So that total have 1,200 meter. So because we have showed max 1,000, actually we have tested with this 1,200 meter, also is no problem. You can see, because the green, you can see I have connected digital input 12, the green, and another side I have green connected with the blue, and the blue is go to this one. You can see the blue have connected with blue white cable, and at here this one you can see at this one, and you can see another side, this ground is green and white, and at here the green white have connect with this orange. The orange have back to here. The orange, you can see I have shot with this orange white, and also back to at here. And the orange white, you can see have connected with brown. This brown also have connected with this, shot with this brown white, and the back at here, the brown white at here. So at last, these two cable is digital input, and this is ground. So these two cable, you can see this two cable, this one and this one, just these 2 points, digital input, and this is the ground. So you can see this have four times, and for ground and for the digital input. So you can see I shot for this digital input with the ground. You can see the icon turn green. That is true. Just on, the sensor is on. So you can see off, shut, on, off, and shut is on. So you can see these two cable have worked with so much long distance. So this can enough for your dry contact sensor for long distance use. Okay, so this is digital input. How to use it? You can even use by your dry contact sensor or voltage for this long distance. Okay, now you will understand how to use the digital input part. You can use either the dry contact sensor, and but also you can use some voltage input to a digital input. If you have any questions, you can message us. Thanks for watching.